I impossible to encapsulate it, but just what are your emotions right now? And I know your emotions as soon as you found out that shot was no good was about the greatest reaction I've ever seen. So,
well, I really couldn't contain it, to tell you the truth, because I was, it's just such a brilliant game and a cruel game. I mean, and then it comes down to, we feel great because that ball's in his hand 1/100th of a second longer, and then UNLV feels awful, and they played a great game. You got to credit UNLV. They were on. I thought they played terrific, and I challenged my guys with about 8 minutes to go, and they responded. We got guys that just keep battling and keep battling and keep battling, and when you do that, you put yourself in a position where good things can happen. And our guys made some clutch plays down the stretch. I mean, just clutch. And we put it in Derek's hands on the last play, and he big strong drive, and he's a courageous kid because there's been a couple that he's missed, and he takes some heat for it. But in the end, I think there's not a lot of guys I'd rather have shooting that at that time and that place. And credit to him. But there were big free throws. There was big threes by Ryan. There was a big steal. There was, I think all our guys stepped up and made huge plays. Without them, that we don't win.
What was your initial reaction on that final shot?
I don't know. I lost it. I was just so excited for our guys because I think Drimmick took off and went in the locker room. I think he thought we lost. But what a
No, when you first saw it, when you live, did you think it was going to count? Or
I don't know. Dave Rice and I were looking at each other. You couldn't, to the naked eye, you couldn't tell. I mean, but the refs did a great job of going to the monitor. Thank God you can go to the monitor and get it right. And they got it right. I saw the still, But like I said, it's just their kid did such a great job getting the ball up the floor so quickly and not just settling for a half quarter. I mean, a lot of kids might have freaked and just thrown it up, and he got to a spot and made a shot. It just happened to be 1/100th of a second too late.
what's that feeling like when you're sitting there? Initially, they counted it, so you're sitting there, but you have to stay on the floor because they're reviewing it. You're in this weird zone where you're not sure.
It's like being at a murder trial, and I'm up.
You're the defendant?
Yeah, I'm the defendant, and I have to wait for the guilty or not guilty. I mean, I've never seen a basketball game that I've been involved in, anyways, end like that. And yeah, that was hard, and that's hard on a team, either team. I mean, they celebrated, pig-piled, and then we were devastated, and then all of a sudden we were celebrating. I mean, it's just
You've had so many close games like this year, and you don't have to think of what would have been, but when the moment we were shaking your hands like that, what was that instant like? And I guess how weird was that? Because you didn't want to shove it in Dave's face.
No, I know.
I trying to turn.
I kind of lost it, so I didn't want to disrespect Dave in any way because he coached a heck of a game tonight. He had his guys so ready, and they battled and they made shots, and they handed us our hats most of the game, it seemed like, but we just hung around and then made the ones we needed to. But I don't know. There's a sense of relief because you put yourself in that position by making the shot with 3 seconds to go. And I don't know. I want our guys to be passionate about it, and I probably was overcome with a little emotion there for them.
What did the ref say to you, Dave? There.
He said he just told us exactly what happened. That it was still in his hand. When there were zeros on the clock, and by rule, no basket. That's basically what he said. All I heard was no basket.
I know that shortly after this will probably be on to the next one, but at the same time, seeing the result. And
yeah.
Do you feel like you guys clear a little hurdle at all tonight?
Well, we just did the New Mexico game. I mean, we've just been in so many that. You're not going to win all of them. We've been in 7 games in league that have come down not to the last minute, to the last shot. I mean, think about that. I've never heard anything like that. And so you're not going to, you're not going to win all of them. And especially when you're playing all these good teams. I mean, these are good basketball players that can make shots, and this kid made a shot tonight. It just happened to be 1/100th of a second too late. So I'm just. My guys, the thing that they do is they just keep battling, and like I said, I couldn't be more proud. Had it been no good, I would have been proud of the way they battled back and got into overtime.